Hello, MonstersAbound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, mod 27 of my Skrolk campaign, where we have ambushed Volkmar the Grim. That's right, Volkmar the Grim, and what an ambush. I mean, we've taken out basically the rear of his line, which is always what we tend to want to do, because that's going to take out the artillery. Yes, that's right, the Hellstorm rocket batteries on fire, the Luminarch of Hesh getting exploded. It did manage to get a shot off, which, I mean, did quite a lot of... We've got some roasted rats back here. But, you know, that's a sacrifice I'm willing for them to make. Getting some cavalry charging our flanks, but we're going to be able to deal with those no problem. Once they've got their charge out of the system, then it's just a case of jumping them with everything, and they should then get pretty much annihilated fairly quickly. They're already breaking. There we go. We're moving in, so we've got some halberdiers to deal with, some spearmen there, the poison wing globes getting a nice early shot off, and I then I remember this time to stop them from continuing to fire, which is, you know, quite... Alright, well, maybe after this. I thought I'd remember to tell them to stop to fire, maybe I forgot again. So, more poison wing damage for everyone, apparently. It's, you know, I'm an equal opportunities poison wing globadier targeting person. It's fine. Little plague there is going to cause... Why does plague make it look like a big rat? I mean, what's that about? Is that a thing? Just looks like... It looks like an angry Skrolk. Just T-posing. Roaring his approval. And looks like old Volkmar the Grim. That's right. He's got a fantastic moustache, and he's being charged by a giant bell on a very rickety platform. He's not having the best of luck, although he's not taking much damage. He's got quite a lot of defense and armor and all that kind of stuff, so that's fine. That's fine. He's slowly chipping away at gonorrhea. But I feel like while he's... Yeah, here comes chlamydia to help out. That's right. Volkmar the Grim's got gonorrhea and chlamydia at the same time. It's unfortunate for him. And plus here comes diphtheria as well. Basically, he's just riddled. He's riddled, and he's realised it. He's running away. The rest of his army is pretty much broken. There we go. The last few units starting to break in the forest, which is just as well, because the poor storm vermin taking actually quite a pounding. But there we go. They've managed to break the enemy army. That was quite a nasty one as well. Although, of course, Balthazar is still around, so we need to deal with him as well. So there we go. Ah, Volkmar the Grim feeling the burn of gonorrhea. Yep.
Yes. Send strong message.
Thank you to the comments for that. Let's just eat them. Okay, we took a... Oh, Grim's Bane. That's quite nice. More melee attack and defense. And Balthazar. Do I go for the double? Do I go for the double? Now, you don't... There's not much in the way of infantry there. So we can probably just swarm you. We can probably just swarm you. That's probably a thing we can do. Let's go Foe Seeker with chlamydia. And... we have got the ambush. Now, it says 50-50. I think we're probably going to be alright.
For me, Ratkin.
Can Gonorrhea get a 2-in-1? I think he can. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. As we rain rocks, dual rocks down upon the enemy missile units, which has pretty much dealt with them already. And then in comes our infantry, catching pretty much all of the handgunners in combats. They're now a bit screwed because they're surrounded and they can't get their shots off. Meanwhile, the cavalry is a bit of a problem for us. The cavalry and the steam tank. Those are the two things that are going to cause us some slight issues. We've dealt with the enemy artillery, though. That was completely annihilated very, very early on. It turns out that rattling guns incredibly effective at taking out Luminarchs. So that's good. And the steam tank... I think the steam tank explodes when... So that could do a lot of damage, but... Oh well. Never mind. As it is, it looks like this is going to be a fairly easy win, as we have managed to catch all of the missile infantry. These handgunners have managed to just about get away. But now they're back in melee. They can't quite decide if they should be shooting people or not. The answer is yes, you should be. Although I don't think you're going to... Are you going to get any shots off? I don't know if you are. As you can see, the enemy army has been basically completely annihilated pretty quickly. This steam tank seems to be the only thing... It's making its getaway. I don't quite know where it's trying to go. It's coming back. Does it want to try and take on the entire army by itself? It seems a bit brave. As well, I mean, it's getting lightninged as well. And it's just about this point that the entire army spots them, or spots it, and decides to kill it. I mean, that's going to be pretty terrifying, that horde of Skavendom charging straight toward... Oh. That'll do it. There we go, proof that gonorrhea can indeed strike twice. Yeah, let's take the cash. That's wiped that army out. Can we reach this? Yes, we can. So we'll do that to wipe you out. Take the replenishment. And the Empire has been rebuffed from Skaven Blight. And can we get the hell out of here? No. In that case, we'll just hold the fire for the moment. We're still getting the replenishments. That's fine. We can head back to Skaven Blight next turn. Or even head on to Mornington Crescent. There's an option. Holy balls. Okay, interesting. Let's... Engineering skill is nice. Blast Martyr is probably better, so apparently get 2 skill points. We'll grab 2 of them. And Diphtheria is going to have, I don't know, Sneaky? Sure. Chlamydia. What are we going to do? Okay, let's make you hard to hit, because you are on a massive platform, swinging your balls around, making you a little bit trickier to actually whack. Probably a good idea. Do we have... I don't tend to put you in combat. You tend to hold back and just help out. I suppose missile... I guess speed is... Oh, you got 2 skill points. In that case, all the speed. Sure. Okay, fantastic. Look at that. Holy shit. We might send Pustin. Oh shit, are you now... Oh, fuck. I moved him just over the bloody... Oh, that's... So... I've got a bit of a problem in my mouse is... I don't know whether my little boy managed to get a hold of it. And I do find these mice do eventually go bad, and it's the Logitech M330, and it's a wireless mini mouse. Now, the only reason I'm using this is because I like to have and I've whinged about it. Well, I say whinged. I've ranted incessantly about this on stream, but the only reason I've got this mouse is because it's the only mouse I've found with silent clicks. They might go, well, there's plenty of mice with silent clicks. I don't want the clicking constantly annoying, while I'm recording. There's plenty of mice with silent clicks, but for some reason, all of them have the middle mouse button make a click. So the left and right mouse button silent, the middle mouse button clicks. Why the fuck would you do that? I swear to... And so the M330 is the only mouse I've been able to find which has a silent middle click, and I've bought about 6 or 7 of the fucking things. And I always read the reviews and they say, oh yeah, it's got silent mouse clicks. I think, fine, great. Pick it up, middle mouse button, what does it do? Click, 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 click. I'm like, fucking god damn it. So the M330 is the only mouse I've been able to find, despite the fact I've got quite big hands. I don't want to boast, but I've got quite big hands. And this is a tiny little mouse, and it's not the best to play with, but it's the only one I've been able to find that's silent. Fuck's sake, mouse bakers, get your goddamn act together. Anyway, there's something wrong with the left, right, left. Some of the mouse button clicks don't seem to pick up anymore, so I like left click off something and it's like, no you didn't, and then I right click something and it's like, yeah, you've still got that selected. So that's basically what I'm having to deal with at the moment. Never mind, I'll see if I can get one and a new one on warranty, and if not then I'll just have to buy a fucking new one. I mean, you know, I've got these YouTube millions rolling in, you know, I mean, yes, super yachts aren't cheap. Maybe I shouldn't have 3 of them, but I'm fairly sure I can, you know, maybe get rid of the 3rd one and get a new mouse. So that's probably all good. And influenza, max rank. Of course you are. I'm going to be specialist. I don't really know why, but that's what you're doing. Orion's on the warpath. Don't know why.
Protector of the oak.
Yes, you actually quite like me, don't you?
Come, the beauty of Athelloren is
I mean, you've written.
seen by outsiders.
Nice. All the elves seem to be coming on to me. Don't know why. I've got Orion who's telling me. I've got Malekith saying I intrigue him.
Malekith, I am king of the Jews.
I know. Come on, Mal. For fuck's sake, Malekith.
Weakling.
I swear, this guy. It's going up. So I'm sure it's not the only thing that's going up. It's going up. So that's good. We've got a little siege going on here, which I think we're going to need. Do I want siege equipment? I guess we'll get siege equipment.
Which kill device to use?
Well, is the question. I mean, to be honest, this shouldn't be that difficult. I might wait for Skrolk and then just horrors of it. Mostly because I find like that, like. Yeah, exactly. I find like big sieges, cool. Really, having these poxy little sieges where there's like 7 units and the auto resolve's like, nah, you're gonna die. It's so irritating. And as someone's pointed out, I actually put the plague cauldron in Flensburg. Not needling. That's why needling doesn't have any plague, because it doesn't exist there. So there we go. I'm going to build that there. That's what I'm going to do. And hopefully plague is spreading across the empire. Fingers crossed. I need some plague in Dwarflands as well, because the dwarves... We've dealt with some of their armies, but I suspect they'll be back. So we'll have to deal with them then. Yes, Corona. Oh, now I never remember who says these things, because I read them and I go, oh, that's a good idea, and then instantly forget who said it. And the YouTube comment system, as I said before, is a nightmare to actually find comments in. Someone suggested like making Lockhear's settlements rebel by riddling them with corruption, and that's actually not a bad option. I mean, that's a potential choice that we could do that. So, do we have anywhere kind of upgraded nearby? Ah, here we do. So, if we get... It's going to take quite a while, isn't it? Is it worth it, or can we just get... Okay, here's what we do. It's only 2. Okay. It's probably not the best option, but we're going to do it anyway. So we'll just recruit you guys. And we're going to spread corruption. That's all I'm particularly interested in at the moment. I could do other things with you, but I'm just going to ignore that. And we're going to spread corruption with you. And then you're both going to come up here. And basically give Lockhear the cooties. I could give you both swinging... I might give them swinging balls in a bit, just for funsies. No particular reason, just feel like it. Okay, let's get a look at what's going on over here. So, lots of plague going on, which is exactly what we wanted. So that's knocking out the Empire's armies, making things easier for us, which is good. We can get... What's public order like here? It's not great, but is that because Conquest? It's because Conquest. Okay, that's fine. In that case, let's get some more food. Not that we really need the food. We're actually looking pretty... We got 50... We got 405 out of 420. So, I mean, that's pretty good. All right, we want the Star Tower because that's going to give us more income. Let's get the public order here. So basically this... So the occupied elven colonies give income from ports or regions and income from ports in the same province. Now, backed up with the fact that we can increase our income by 50% anyway, means that having the Star Tower, despite the fact that we then lose 50% of the income, it's not the worst, basically. We can kind of make up what we lose from the fact that obviously we've got other ports as well. So that's all good. Who the fuck are you? Oh, you. No, I don't care about you. You just... I might just give them skills so they stop annoying me. Do I want to pop you in Dwarf lands just to plague them for a bit? Just for fun? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. You know, it's... we've got, you know, playing with options. We've got options here. I'm going to try a different mouse and see if I can hear the click. And if I can hear the click, then obviously I'm going to have to buy a new mouse. And if I can't, then I guess it's fine. It's one of those things where if I can, even if like literally no one else can hear it, if I can hear it in my own videos, it will annoy the shit out of me, and I will have to do something to fix it. I know I pretend like I've got I know I pretend and act like I've got low standards, but actually my standards are somewhat above low. They're not high, but they're not... I do have some small stuff. Hello.
Deal with us or
Oh, not you again. Military access. No. You've got a piddly little settlement. I'm probably going to want to kill you. There's dwarves heading this way as well. I wanted to take Mornington Crescent, but maybe it's not a good idea. Hello, Orion.
all powerful, but more slaves needed, more gold, more.
Yeah, okay, we get the idea. Defensive alliance. Right, you'll give me a defensive alliance. Malekith, though. You're isolationist as well. You're like, we don't really want to talk to people, but I rock up on your doorstep. You're like, I like the cut of this Skaven's jib, despite the fact that Skrolk's jib probably dropped off years ago. All right, sure. The wisest of my race. Well, I mean, you're probably right. Certainly the grubbiest. And that's saying something with Skaven. Now, hopefully, Little Stuart will be back soon, because Little Stuart was my little go-to agent to drop Undercities in the Empire, and then he suicided himself, which was not ideal. Never mind. Right, Little Stuart is back. There he is. I knew he'd be back eventually, and he's over there. That's good. Undercity established in Tor Sethai. Okay, that's not the worst thing that could have happened. Critical failure. That's good. Right. Can we reach? Good. Get over here. Right, have we got... Oh, come on. Alright, fuck it.
Miscalculated.
I'll take it. I could not be bothered to... Right.
More lab nests here.
Rank 5. Obviously, I wasn't quite close enough and I got bored and couldn't be bothered. So that's it's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Right, we've got a base of operations here, which is great. So we want pox cauldrons. Let's keep spreading that that plague. Money, I'm not so bothered about here. Actually, I can live without. We do want weapon teams, so let's grab that. Defenses. I kind of think we don't need it. I kind of think we don't. I just don't think we do need it. So I'm going to pass. The construction caverns.
The great horned rat with us.
I don't know about the construction cavern. All right, let's get the hidden layer. Let's get the construction caverns. That should be generally fine. The nest nursery, I'm kind of like, maybe not about it, but keep it for the moment. Let's make you... Wait, can you get ballistics instructor? Yes, you can. Let's do that. Okay, so we lost a couple of units of storm vermin. We lost 3 units, didn't we? I wanted to get more shooty units anyway, so...
We are rampant.
Yes, we are. Do I want to do that? Do I just want to... Did we lose our... Did we have Plague Monks in this? I can't remember if we did. Maybe the Storm with Halberds we lost. Okay, let's get that, and then we'll get an Assassin when we can. So that was a bit of a waste having old Skrolky there. But I'll worry about that in a bit. Meanwhile, what we're going to do is we're going to send little Stuart all the way over to maybe Kislev. Maybe see if we can pop something in there. Something like that would be pretty good. And we've got another dwarf army heading towards Skaven Blight, haven't we? So there's one down here. There he is. Yes, that's a bit annoying about the whole going into... Really? For fuck's sake. Just go into Skaven Blight. Just kick your heels for a couple of minutes while we worry about that dwarf army heading in this direction. Blah, blah, blah. I just have a survivalist. That'll be good. That'll be fine. That'll be right, good. Money-wise is okay. Food-wise, we're looking okay. Obviously, we spent a lot to upgrade Massive Orcal to rank 5, but I think that's going to be super useful to have this sort of like... It's quite hard to actually get in here. So I think having this, it means we can sort of jump out, hit the rest of Bretonnia, plus it kind of acts as like a defensive barrier against Empire armies coming through Helmgart. Plus, of course, we've got the Plague, so if they do try and come through Helmgart, likelihood is they're going to get rid of the Plague. Let's stab you. Get the hell out of here. Good job, Corona. Right, we want... No, we don't have the money for walls. That's fine. Never mind. Do we have... We don't have any money to do anything, do we? Oh, god damn it, you again. Right, okay. So you can have... I don't know. Good. Do that. Now, get out of here. Done. Right. Stop bothering me. Yeah, who are you? Right, yeah, oh yeah, you're that guy. Right, that's fine. You come over here. Let's keep an eye on what... Right, there's a Bretonnian army over there. What's going on over here?
Chosen of Hecate.
Is Malekith? Looks like Tretch. Who's...
Safe here. You stay your distance.
Tretch isn't at war with anyone, so why is he coming over? Maybe he's going to be at war with... I don't know. Well, either way, that's not a big deal. Let's... I want... Public order here is probably a good idea, I guess. And little Stuart, you can... boost income, sure. Let's just get you boosting income. That works. I think. Fucking seagulls. Honest to God, these bloody seagulls. All I can hear is seagulls recently. It's just doing my nutting. Seagulls and noisy middle mouse clicks are the bane of my existence. Which I guess, if you can say that, suggests the bane of your existence is, at worst, a minor annoyance. You know, I don't really have any major issues to deal with on a day-to-day basis apart from middle mouse clicks and noisy seagulls. So, generally, probably fine. There's probably people that deal with far worse. That's a lot of admirals. That's a lot of admirals. Apparently Malek is sending all the admirals just to attack the coast. Which is fine. Obviously I'd like it if he could maybe, you know, land some proper armies so that he could actually, you know, do some fucking work, but good. Yes, here comes the Dwarf Tide yet again. This is kind of the problem I had with my Wurzag campaign, which, if you haven't watched it, is probably the best showcase of why the Order Tide is a bad thing. I actually enjoyed the Wurzag campaign, but fuck me, there were points in that where I was losing my mind. Kemper bad. Okay, good. The Brayheads come. Where? Over there, that's fine. Don't care about that. Plague spawned Eelheart. Good. And Massive Orcal has an unhappy populace. I don't give a shit. I don't give a flying toss. Right, where's these dwarves? Right.
No, I will not shame my clan.
Okay, good to know. Are you healed up? Mostly. Mostly. We could...
Hail, horned rat.
If I go here... See if we can lay an ambush. See if that works. If it doesn't, we pull back, so that's fine. Now, we do have an Undercity and Aqua Tent, and I kind of did that without really thinking too hard about it. But we will probably want to do something about that. Probably just take it. Right, there's a lot of plague in the Empire, which is great. This is exactly what I had in mind when I thought about it. Oh, look, so much plague. Like pretty much, I would say the majority of these Empire settlements have got the plague. So Middenheim, the Black Pit, Weismund, Altdorf, Grunberg, Nullen, Flensburg, Wertbad, Needling. I mean, ideally we probably want one here. So if we can maybe spread the Undercity in this direction, then that would be quite good. I probably have to... I mean, do we have... Where's Grunsberg? There. To be honest, we could probably knock that down now, couldn't we? We probably don't need that. I could actually put another plague thing in there just to really keep plaguing the Empire. Which is exactly what I want to do. Right, where's Malekith? I keep trying to be friends.
The Witch King of Nagarond will hear you dare.
Well...
I refuse.
Oh, come on, mate. Right, what about if I get... Right, Defensive Alliance, okay? What if I give you everything I've got?
No.
Jesus, Malekith. Chill the fuck... Just... You're just...
You bubonic.
Good. And let's grab you as well.
You watch this plague.
Do that, then. Good. Done. Right, you're going to come over here with that. And everyone can just skedaddle up here. We're going to have so many agents. At some point, I'm going to actually have to turn on the agent notification thingy and turn off, well, and turn on everyone I actually do want to hear from. It's kind of annoying the way it does that, because it means you have to remember to turn it on with every new agent, because otherwise, you know, you will forget, and then they won't get updated, or they won't get told that not to. Oh, Jesus! Good God, Pustin! Chill the fuck out! Christ, you did so much damage. I mean, that... Jesus, you don't... I mean, alright, fine, good. Glad you're on my side. Holy shit. Corona. Yes, I kind of just want you to keep kind of... I want to see what's going on. So Altdorf has caught the plague. Can we see... we can't see garrison, can we? I would love to know what's going on. Like, what's the garrison like there? Because they keep getting hit by plague a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if... I'm not worried about that. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have much of a garrison, which should make conquering Altdorf fairly easy. Like, I reckon we can probably do that pretty easily. We do... I need to check how many settlements I need. We do need to kill Lockyer. That is an issue. However, Lockyer doesn't, I think, get on with Malekith. So, if we have to kill Malekith, not a big deal. Not Malekith, Lockyer. That's the one. Killing Malekith would be a big deal. It would be a pain in the arse. Although, I'm starting to wonder if maybe most of his power comes from the fact he's got a lot of black arcs. Which, don't get me wrong, you know, black arcs, still quite potent. However, the uses are limited. You know, you can't... It's like a cop show based on, like, a river patrol, right? They're realistically not really going to get much, like, inland crime done, are they? Because you know, can't get off their boat.
Deal with us or fight
So
us,
it's
but
you know,
I will.
as soon as crime's taking place on land, they're a bit screwed, which is fine. But Malekith does have, you know, a lot of settlements inland, and so theoretically we could just go and roll over them and just ignore the Black Arcs until the Black Arcs have nowhere to land, and then just die at sea, which in itself sounds quite fun. But you want a peace treaty? Who are you? I'm gonna say okay, because I don't really care about you. I'm very much neutral about your existence. Okay. Rate the following, don't care. Ooh, Wissenberg has a... Okay, that's not bad. That is a... We can probably get... Because we've got a spready building at Karak Nord. We can probably get rid of the one here now. We don't really need that. And at some point I'm going to have to go around and like actually upgrade the Undercity buildings, because I'm kind of ignoring them at the moment. I'm wondering though if I can...
Yes.
Right.
They speak your words.
Yeah.
But they will change nothing.
Okay, sure. But what if... Hang on. I thought that was green for a second. It was not. What about if I give you like 30k? Almost 30k.
You forget yourself.
Jesus, Malekith. I mean, it says moderate. It doesn't feel moderate. Moderate, I feel he would be like, okay, if you sweeten the deal. As it is, it's more like, no, 30k isn't enough. God damn it, Malekith. Well, in that case, I'm just going to spend it all on the Undercity. Screw you.
I am the Plague Lord.
I'm going to just take that. We're just going to do that. Just grab that one. Don't worry too much about that. 2 turns and we'll be good. We can recruit. Let's get you because you're disciplined.
Call me Death Master.
I mean, if that's what you want to be called, that's fine. At least I've got... I don't really care either way, to be honest. Shall we get power overload? What can we get for that? Loyalty plus 2 for... I mean, that's not particularly interesting. That's not really interesting. Oh, that's kind of nice. I mean, I'll be honest, none of this line is particularly interesting. I think I prefer to get cracks. Cool. So let's get that. Right, that'll fill out that army. I'm pretty happy with that. We've got quite a good front line. Lots of missile units to sort of back that up with. That is all good. Ooh, I forgot about the Manan dry dock. Can we build that? Or is that just a Bretonia thing? Might just be a Bretonia thing. Well, we'll find out when I capture that. But that is going to have to wait until next time. We're going to see if we can get... I mean, I feel like Malekith is... I mean, he's being a knob, but if we can get him on side, then all the better. I wonder who else likes us. Is there anyone who likes us? The Barrow Legion does, but I don't really care about them. The Dune Kingdom does. Ripper Horn Tribe does, and they're kind of... Come, have some flesh. That's really... Thanks. Let's... We make... Yeah, agreement, celebrate, sure. I don't really need a defensive alliance with you, to be honest. Is there anyone, we can't really trade with anyone, can we? Nope. Nope. But we're going to see if we can make Lockyer like have issues with public order. I think we probably can. Probably not if there's military. I mean, where there's military presence, probably not.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
But if we cause enough corruption, it's going to cause them issues. And then maybe Ulysses can come up north and just mop up. I think it shouldn't be too tricky. And I don't think Lockyer has much in the way of allies.
Call me Lord Fellheart. I am much more than a mere captain.
I'll stick with Lord, if that's all right. No, just me, basically. So if I betray him and stab in the back, then, I mean, no one's going to really give a flying shit, are they? As long as I get Malekith on side first, that will be... grand. We do need to increase Skaven corruption here to 50%, but that's okay. We can do that. and we need at least 50% corruption across all own provinces. That's just a matter of time, really. That's fine. And we need 8 of these. We've got Scape and Blight, we've got Itza, we've got the Awakening, and got Hwattle. So we just need basically 4 more, which shouldn't be difficult, because I mean Sartosa, Mornington Crescent, they're pretty close by. Corona and Altdorf are basically along the way anyway. And we might even be able to get a military alliance with the Wood Elves, weirdly enough, and then get the Oak of Ages as well. So I don't think any of that's a major issue. Mostly just maintaining the corruption, because it takes time to build up. Even, for example, we've taken this settlement here. It's going up to 75%, but because it's a new capture, it's not currently at 50%. So if we capture, if every other settlement is at 50%, and then we capture another one, and it's at 0%, then that victory condition isn't fulfilled. So it's sort of a weird victory condition in many ways, but it's just a matter of time more than anything else, so we should be able to complete that, no problem. Anyway, we will deal with Bretonnia and the Empire next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.